I get asked all the time, how exactly are you creating miracles for your patients? How are you getting your clients and patients to reverse their chronic medical conditions despite trying everything, to fix their relationships, to manifest all the abundance and the money that they want in their lives, to find their clarity and their purpose, and to create countless miracle after miracle with your coaching? What are you doing, and why is your process not talked about anywhere? Well, today I'm going to share with you the exact journey that I take my patients through and how you can do it for yourself as well. I'm Dr. Holda Gueye, and welcome to the Becoming Yourself channel.
You have nobody you need to become. You are already everything you need to be. You just have to let go of everything you are not.
Good morning. Good morning. It's morning for me. It's probably nighttime for you, or perhaps early afternoon. I got woken up today to just some beautiful messages from patients and clients, and I wanted to share some of them with you today so that you can know what is possible for you. And then I'm also going to tell you exactly how I do this. When I shared these transformations with somebody that I work with, she said, how do you do this? How do you create this transformation in people? This seems like miraculous, but the word miracle to me is just a word that we use to explain things that we don't understand. So to me, it's not miraculous at all. It's a clear process that I take my patients or clients through, and I'm going to share with you exactly what it is that you can also do to get the same results. So I just want to start with sharing just a few highlights of the beautiful testimonies that I received. I had one patient who has been battling with high blood pressures, and when I say high, extremely high, her blood pressure was initially diagnosed at a 180 systolic over 110. That's kind of where she lived. So she had a very high risk of a stroke. She was started on a whole bunch of medications. Not much was really working. It brought it down just a little bit, but not very much. She did end up being admitted in the hospital to get some intravenous or IV medications that wasn't working very well. It helped her enough for her to be able to go home, but just been struggling with hypertension. And she had always believed that it was due to some stress that she was going through in her life. She's a teacher. And she started working with me for the purpose of healing this response that she has to her life, which is a stressful response, in hopes that that's going to also help her blood pressure. So, of course, I said to her, I have something so much bigger for you. I'm going to take you through a journey where you're not only going to be able to heal your high blood pressures and your experience of stress, but you're going to see that every other area of your life, the rest of your health, your relationships, your finances, your day-to-day happiness, your clarity, your purpose, all of that is going to fall into place. And I'm just going to do one thing, which is help awaken your true essence. And again, this is what I'm going to show you guys today, exactly what I do to get there. So that was, she basically shared that this morning her blood pressures were normal. She woke up and her blood pressure was at 121 over 82. And then all of last week, she was sitting between 119 to 125 over 72 to 79. And this morning when she woke up, and it was again very normal, and she feels great. She's never seen these numbers for herself in such a long time. She's also off all of her medication. And this was, of course, a gradual process. She didn't just abruptly stop it. But as her doctor, her primary care doctor, started to notice that her blood pressures were coming down and were going too low with the medication, she eventually was able to come off of it. And she just wrote such a beautiful message about how she just feels so fulfilled and happy, and that she has more than just normal blood pressures, and wanted to thank me for that. I also received another message from a patient that has been dealing with chronic pain. She was given the diagnosis of fibromyalgia, but even her rheumatologist didn't really think that it was that. She basically had back pain, some knee pain. She will complain of a lot of shoulder pain and neck tension, but didn't have the classic fibromyalgia points necessarily. There was definitely an association with how stressed she was. Some of her physicians in the past have told her that she needed to lose some weight so that she can stop having so much pain in her body. And she tried. She lost some pounds, but the pain didn't really go away. Maybe got a little bit better, but not completely. And again, she approached me. She first became a patient just for her GYN health, and then heard about what I did, and then asked if I could help her with her experience of stress. It's interesting how a lot of patients will start working with me because they want to manage their stress. And, my answer is always, oh my goodness, I'm going to do more for you than just that. So we also worked together, and I took her through the journey of self-realization, becoming her authentic, true essence. And she wrote to me today. Her message looks like came in overnight, but I read it this morning. And she shares how her body has never felt so good. She feels so good in her body, like a breath of fresh air, like, what are some of the words she used? She feels like she was finally able to exhale. She wakes up in the morning without any soreness or pain. She has a strong desire to start her day. She feels motivated. She feels grateful and clear. Her relationship with her children has significantly improved. She wants to do more with them. Just a beautiful message. And again, it's because she was able to release her false self and truly align with her true essence, that divine, powerful consciousness that is awaiting in all of us, that's there, but just shadowed and dimmed by so much toxicity and some of our traumas and experiences and false self. So I had a few more, but I think let's just go ahead and dive into what's the process that I take my patients and clients through to achieve this. And I want you to know, if you're listening to this, that this works no matter how bad you think your current condition is, no matter how severe you think your symptoms are, how depressed you think you are, whether you're suicidal or not, whether you've tried everything or not. This process has never failed me, and I have used it in some of the most severe cases, to some of the most, just casual patients who are looking for spiritual enlightenment and just want to feel more like themselves. I've used it in my own life, and I have shared before on this channel how I have had suicidal moments in my own life. I've had a ton of chronic conditions that my own knowledge and medical field just wasn't able to get to a place of where it resolved. It just went away. I wasn't happy with just kind of living with things and managing here and there and having good days and bad days. I wanted them gone. And I have achieved that for myself. So, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh, well, that's great, but it's not going to be good for me. I want you to set that aside and know that it is possible for everyone. And it is absolutely our birthright to get back to this true essence, this authentic I am that lives in all of us. And it's a powerful, powerful state because it is your true state. And this true state has all the answers. has all the healing, has the powers of manifesting all the things that you want. It really is an unbelievable place to be in your life. And it's a journey. So the journey, I'm going to see maybe if I can put in a diagram that can help you conceptualize the way that I conceptualize it when I work with my patients and clients. I take patients through different stages. There are different aspects of ourselves that can get dim or can get heavy or toxic or basically will create these onion layers on top of this huge ball of light that is our true essence. We don't need to heal our true selves because this true essence is never broken. It doesn't need healing. It knows what to do and it's perfect. So really all I'm doing is I'm taking off all the things that are dimming this light. Okay, so I'm not changing you as a person. There's nothing wrong with you. We are loving, accepting, and releasing everything that is dimming this light. So I work with different aspects, and I've seen that it's important to address all of these aspects in order to have a true miraculous transformation. The first one is your physical body. There are certain things that we do to ourselves, whether it's things we put in our mouths or don't put in our mouths, whether it's how much we move or don't move, whether it's the products that we're exposed to or not exposed to, that create a chemical environment in our bodies that don't allow this true essence to do what it needs to do through us. And so that means that if you eat a certain way, you may not feel as good. You're creating inflammation in your body. Your hormones may get unbalanced. And all of these things are going to affect how you feel. And this is why when, for example, I help my patients regain hormonal balance, they go from feeling like they're crazy and irritable and always pissed off, and they thought that was just their personality, to feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I feel more like myself again. Well, that's because you weren't, you were confusing that chemical reality that was happening in your body with who you were. And it's not who you are. So going through a process where you detox your body or cleanse your body and start to find the right nutrition for you that really feeds the life in your body rather than take it out of you, is in addition to the right exercise for you. Our body wants to move, and we all have different ways in which movement is going to help us. That's one aspect that we work with, and it's important to get that right in order to have the full benefit of this journey. Another body that we work with, so that was the physical body. Another body that we work with is our emotional body, and this is a real body where some of the toxic emotions have been trapped in there for so long and are just asking to get released. And so we go through a process where we bring those to the surface, and we allow ourselves to basically transmute them and release them so that you no longer have those traps on yourself. And it's important to realize that when you go through healing these different bodies, each one that you heal feels like, oh my gosh, this I wish I did this sooner. Like I feel like a brand new person, and you feel like you're done. But it's when you go through all of these different bodies that you really feel like you just went through a divine intervention. So this is why some people that go through the right physical body healing will have that experience, but then, then they kind of get back into a space where they're like, they just feel like there's something more. Well, I'm giving you what the something more is. Same thing with the emotional body. So that's also part of the journey and the experience. And then you have your cognitive body or your mind, which is where a lot of the thoughts and the stories live that create, again, these cloaks that dim our light. And so we go through a process where we go through a powerful remodeling of the stories that we tell about our lives and the meaning that we give to the things that have happened to us. So it's never about the traumas, the things that happen in your life, right? Because we all have different versions of them, some of which we remember and some we don't. But it's going to be the experience in the mind body of those things that have happened. And when you heal that, you also allow your true essence to shine through. Now, those are the bodies that need to be healed for your true essence to really start to awaken. And just going through a mind healing, an emotional body healing, and a physical body healing will feel, like I said, like a divine intervention. But then I add into it an empowerment portion. And this is where we have to sort of relearn how to be human, so we don't continue the cycle where we, are constantly in need of a new healing process, right? We never learned how to truly navigate this human experience. We never learn how to manage our emotions or the things that happen to us or other people very well, just all of our experiences. And so I have included in it you learning how to be human, how to have this beautiful human experiences without all the suffering, in addition to empowerment. How do you now use this unbelievable power that you have just awakened to create the beautiful life that you have been asking for? So we learn about all of the different ways to manifest and how to really use your power as this divine essence in a human body. And this is the journey. This is the process that I take patients through to get these kinds of results. And so I'm blessed to be able to share that with you. I am super blessed and humbled and honored to be able to work with so many beautiful souls. I have up until now only worked with women, but I just took on some men after a beautiful experience that I recently had in Costa Rica. I was just called to do that. And we're already on a very beautiful start. So if you are someone who feels like you just need a little bit more help with going through the awakening of your true essence, of course, feel free to reach out to me and to see the various ways in which you can do it. There are different ways or packages that I have put together or approaches to find you where you are at your comfort level. Not everybody wants to work one-on-one. So you have opportunities to go through a self-paced journey, some group coaching, some free information through YouTube, through my podcast, but really take the time to give yourself this gift of awakening who you truly are, because there's so much beauty that lives in you. And there's so much light and love that you came to offer this world. And we're all just waiting. We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you to be yourself, your true self, and to awaken. I am sending you my warmest love and my brightest light. And I want you to always remember to shine as if you were the one, because you are.